This this is the shit. Tell you right now. Um, I highly recommend this show. Um, yeah, it's like okay. So I love K-On! It's like it's one of my comfy time shows. But it's also really hard to recommend to people that just like they like chill shows, but like there is a level of chill that's too chill for them. I've got a lot of friends like that where they like happy, they like fun time, but like sometimes shows like K-On! Can be a bit too nothingy. And I get that. I disagree, but I get it. So this is a kind of K-On! Formula. I don't want to like make the comparisons too much. It is quite easy to make the comparison, but I don't want I don't want everyone to think it's like the same show. Uh, they are very different shows. Uh, but it's kind of similar to K-On! In the fact that they are a school club. They're not actually a school club, to be fair, but it's got that school club vibe, and they they've got a band, and they're all trying to get better at the guitar, and actually for a show that I say feels so much like it, that's about where the similarities end. Um, they are very different shows. And I love the main character Bocchi. She is like this absolute shut-in that actually feels like semi-realistic, even though it's exaggerated. Like I feel her pain. Um, it is it perfectly articulates like the inner workings of someone with anxiety's head. Like just how every situation is like potentially catastrophic, even when like people just being friendly. Um, yeah, and it makes for some really humorous moments, and I just really appreciate this show. And as I said, I literally sat down. Ooh, cool sounds similar to a story I wrote on OMM, inspired by K-On!, but it was Boys Love. See, I think that sounds really cool because like I think there's a lot you could do with K-On! Like I love K-On! I love K-On! I'm not saying like it can be improved, but I definitely feel like these guys were inspired by the same idea, much like you, and I definitely feel there's somewhere more that you could explore there. Like so that is an exciting prospect because K-On! Is a good show, but it is sort of like a I understand the criticism that like there just isn't a whole lot going on. So if you can add something, you can add your own element. And these guys do that really well. They add like this social anxiety element like really well into the show, and I vibe with that. Like a lot of people are also comparing it to Comey Can't Communicate, and although it's not at all similar to Comey Can't Communicate, there are some parallels that you can draw between like the main characters and um, so if you like that sort of show too, then you might be interested in this. And I just thought I'd talk about it because it really made me feel good like yesterday. Like I was feeling super trash. It was one of those things where it's like there was literally no reason for feeling trash and I was like um but yeah. So I just sat in bed and I watched Bocce the Rock all day and then my housemate came home and I watched the new Uncharted movie